Hello everybody, here we are again with another Friday assembly. These Fridays just seem to come along really quickly, don't they? What a week it's been again. Another strange week in the life of this school. We've got 4 groups of children who are having to self-isolate, so say hello to you guys. I hope you're able to watch this assembly. This is for all the children in the school obviously, but going out especially to you guys this week, who I know you have been working really hard at home. Been hearing lots of great things from your teachers about the work that's being put on Class Dojo and on the email portals for you. So well done to everybody who has accessed some of that work, has been trying their hardest and been sending it back to the teachers for the teachers to look at and comment on. So well done to all of you who've done that. I know Mrs. Lowe's was particularly impressed with some of the people in her class who've tried extremely hard. I think Mrs. Lowe's would have given a certificate this week to all of the people in her class, but we'll find out who Mrs. Lowe's certificate winner is a little bit later on. So following on from last week's assembly, there's been a few gratitude chains going on, being made in classes, which has been great to see. I haven't seen any Facebook videos yet of Don't Forget to Breathe, or Don't Breathe, I think it was, by Michael Rosen. Maybe you can practice those, especially those people who are at home at the minute. Last week I had 3 different days, didn't I? This week I was thinking, what day could I do this week? Anyway, I've thought of something, and it's linked in to this person here. I'm sure most people know who that person is there. Okay, I might have even just shown it there. Okay, know who that is? It is, of course, the Manchester United and England footballer Marcus Rashford. Now, Marcus Rashford at the weekend didn't make the headlines for playing football. He made headlines because he received an MBE. He became a member of the British Empire, a medal that is given out to people who've done something really amazing. It's a bit like there's MBEs and OBEs and CBEs, and you could become a Sir and a Lord and things like that. The Queen gives them out, or certainly the government do on behalf of the Queen. Now, Marcus Rashford, you might remember, during the summer, he launched a bit of a campaign because he wasn't very happy that people who get free school meals weren't going to get them over the summer holidays. During this sort of global pandemic that we've got, he wasn't very happy with that because he was somebody, when he was young, he had free school meals, and he just wanted to make sure that people were not missing out on what they should rightfully get. And he actually made the government turn their thoughts around, and he managed to secure that for millions and millions of children across the country. And for his work in campaigning and getting this done in the right way, he didn't fight about it, he just did it in the right way and complained to the right people. He's for the efforts that he put in, he's been given an MBE, rewarded for his service. Now, not just about Marcus Rashford, this assembly, but this is about World Food Day, because I found out that World Food Day is Friday, the 16th of October. Who'd have thought it? I didn't realise there was a World Food Day, so it seems quite appropriate. World Food Day, well, I love food from pretty much anywhere in the world. Sounds perfect to me. Curries from Bangladesh, and burritos from Mexico, and after eights from Sainsbury's. We all love food, but obviously there is a serious side to it, and that is that across the world there are people that don't have as much as us and are starving in the world. And World Food Day obviously recognises that and raises our awareness to make sure that we remember that and that we can try and do something about it. Now, here's your quiz for this week. I like these sorts of quizzes. You did get these sorts of quizzes in SATS papers, okay? So we've got 3 numbers down the side. I think we've got 690 million, 3.5 trillion. How many zeros is that? 2 billion. How many zeros is that? Depends if it's an American billion or a UK billion. And then down this side, you've got some descriptions. Okay. So you've got the number of people who do not have regular access to safe, nutritious and sufficient food. The number of people who are hungry. The amount of money in US dollars that malnutrition causes the global economy each year. So what you've got to do is you've got to match them up. And I'll give you a clue. They don't just go like that. They never do. Not even in stats papers. Very rarely would you get one that just goes like that. Okay. So, what are the right answers? So, I'll give you a little bit of time to look for it. Look at it and decide which match with which. So, let's go with the numbers. 690 million is the number of people in the world who are hungry. That's gone up 10 million since 2019. And the COVID-19 pandemic could add between 88 and 132 million more people to that number. That sounds like an incredible amount of people, doesn't it? 690 million people in the world who are hungry. The next one we'll do is 3.5 trillion, which is the amount of money in US dollars that malnutrition costs the global economy. So that is the money that health services have to spend on people who don't have enough nutrition, people who are overweight and obese. And that's an awful lot of money that could be saved, isn't it, for something fairly simple. And finally then, so by process of elimination, the 2 billion is the number of people who do not have regular access to safe, nutritious and sufficient food. Okay, that's 2 million people. And that is way too many, isn't it? And that's, gosh, that's nearly half the amount of people in the world. And that's really sad, isn't it? So that's what World Food Day does. It raises our awareness of people less fortunate than ourselves. So what can we do? What can we possibly do to help this problem out? Well, there are a few things. Let me just find them for you. Right, here they are. Right, so here's some things we can do. Number one, don't waste food. Well, quite often, how often happens at school? Quite often, a lot of food gets thrown away because children don't like it. You've got to play your part, okay? Make sure you know what you're having to eat for your dinners, and make sure that not too much is wasted, okay? Don't ask for too much. Make sure that not too much is chucked away. Choose seasonal. Just there. You can reduce your carbon footprint when you buy foods that are in season. If it's out of season, it has to come from a different part of the world and travel a long way before it gets to your local shop. Grow food at home. I don't know how many people do that. Lots of people try and do that. If you've got space, a garden or a balcony or plant pots, you can grow your own fruits, vegetables and herbs, and that does help. Just even a tiny bit can help, can't it? What's this one down here? Choose local. Buy local foods from farm shops and things like that, so we can encourage our local economy. And finally, that last one there, choose healthy and diverse. So make sure you've got a balanced diet. And make sure you're eating lots of different food types and lots of different things, so our bodies get lots of different vitamins and minerals and lots of variety if you can. So that's what we can do to help this food crisis. And I think that not wasting food is one of the biggest things we can do. And what can we do at home? Well, I I think that's something we can do at school, and we do that every year because it's usually Harvest Festival around this time of year, isn't it? And I know next week there's going to be, next Thursday, it's like the last day of the half term, so we're going to have I think some of the year groups are going to have a non-uniform day, and it'd be really good if you could bring in, instead of bringing money in for non-uniform, bring in a packet or a tin or something like that that could be taken to a food bank somewhere, so that they can distribute it to people who really need it in our local area. And that'd be a really, really important and good way of supporting our people in our local area who are hungry and who don't have access to as much food as we do. So next Thursday, if you're coming in non-uniform, bring in a donation instead of money. A donation of food, either dried food or packet food or tin food that we could leave over half term, so we're not touching it. We leave it in the hall, and then after half term we'll get it sent out to people who really, really need it. And I'm sure Marcus Rashford would be happy with that, wouldn't he? Okay, so World Food Day, and maybe enjoy some nice food on Saturday as well, or Friday or Saturday, to commemorate World Food Day. Sounds like a good excuse for a bit of a party. And we should also remember, our food heroes that we've had in our local community, farmers and delivery drivers and supermarket workers who, during the COVID pandemic, when there was some empty shelves, which is very unusual for this country, were making sure that they were stocked up. So thank you to those people. We salute you and clap you. And you made a massive impact to the crisis that was going on at that time. So enough of Marcus Rashford and food, because that's making me hungry. We better crack on with the certificates for this week. And we'll start with 3KA. Miss Appleton has given this to somebody who has worked her socks off. I thought that was a funny smell. But this person has really impressed Miss Appleton. She's made a lot of progress in maths and English as a result of her hard work. Outstanding attitude. She's very proud of her. She's a bundle of joy. A good role model. She sounds just perfect. That is Eva N from 3KA. Eva, there's your certificate just there. From 3CH, short and sweet, from Mrs. Hunter. Mature and hardworking. That is Safwan I. That's you, mature and hardworking. Brilliant. Lovely start to your time with us, Safwan. And in 3CS, Mrs. Stubbs has said this person is a star. 100% enthusiasm in all that she does, helping classmates when they need it, asking questions to support learning, awesome skipping, and for being an excellent role model in our class. That is Lily W. Well done to Lily W. There are yours there. Fantastic. I haven't laminated them yet. I will do it after this. That takes us on to year 4. 4JML, Mrs. Lowe's says, as I said earlier, amazing effort with all the people who are self-isolating. This person, though, has been great with their home learning. Mrs. Lowe's has enjoyed looking at the work he has sent in via Dojo. He has worked hard to complete the task set, and that is LBC. Well done, LBC. Superb. And very similar for 4KL, who have been home learning as well. This person has been brilliant. Excellent attitude to learning at home, and that is Noah Linley. Well done, Noah. And year 4, there is one year 4 class in school, and that is 4TA. And Miss Akhtar has just said, this person is an absolute star in everything he does and always puts in 110%. Mathematically impossible, but he does in all aspects of school, and that is Jamie S. Superstar is what it says on his certificate. Now, year 5. I have a prop for this one. Miss Quintenton has told me I needed a prop. So I've got my prop. Can't show it just yet. To hide it under there. There it goes. Right. Miss This is Miss Quintenton. She's written me an essay. It says, I asked parents on Class Dojo to send me a photo of their child doing things they enjoy outside of school for achievements outside of the classroom display. Somebody's mum sent me a photo of the fantastic creativity she gets up to in her spare time. I sent a special request for a lovely colourful rainbow to be made, especially for the classroom. Voila. Look at that. Freya, I can say your name now. I think you knew it was you, didn't you? Freya, that is absolutely amazing, and that has earned you, for amazing creativity, the certificate of the week. It's really lovely, that. Well done, Freya. I'll return that. You're probably wondering where it was in your classroom. Amazing creativity, Freya. Well done. In 5HM, Mrs. March says this person is so hardworking, puts 100% into everything she does. She works hard to improve her work and is making a huge effort to improve spelling in her independent writing. Her behaviour is impeccable. She is a fantastic role model to others. We often hear that word, don't we, role model? And that is Nazir. Well done, Nazir. Absolutely superb. 100% effort in everything. Brilliant. And then last but not least in year 5, it is somebody who is an amazing artist. So Mrs. Lang has said that this person has produced some lovely pieces of work linking both to our topic of space and her self-portrait. She's put a lot of care into her work, and art is becoming one of her many talents, and that is Sophia A. Well done, Sophia A. So very arty lot, obviously, in year 5. Year 6, 6JL. Hope you're all okay and working hard at home. This one from Mrs. Lennox says that this person's had a great start to year 6. This person's been really engaged in year 6 activities and is beginning to find the confidence to answer questions, joining in with friends at break times. It's been lovely to see this person doing well, and that is Brandon B from 6JL. Well done, you. Now, Miss Irons, again, has got me to draw something. It says, hard not to nominate this person for being a ray of sunshine. Please draw the sunshine. I'll show you in a minute. This person comes into school every day with a huge smile on her face, which always brightens up every day. She tries so hard all of the time. Her work is always beautifully presented, super handwriting, and she just makes a wonderful year 6. So, let's see, there is the sunshine. I don't know if you can see the sunshine there. A bit closer. There it is. What do you think to my sunshine? Well done to Hattie J in year 6. A ray of sunshine, very bright, cheerful person. Always a shiny hello every morning. In Mrs. Wilson's class, this person has shown a very mature attitude, asking lots of interesting questions in topic and using this to create excellent work, and that is Ollie T. Well done, Ollie T. And last but not least, for 6SC, a lovely positive attitude in class, and that is Rashvin. Well done, Rashvin. So they're all your certificate winners. Oh no, hold on, not quite, because remember you got the heads pick. Mrs. Scott and I pick one every week, and this week we've both agreed on a year 5 boy who we think has just been lovely, worked really hard, always bright and cheerful in the morning, always says hello, always says goodbye, really polite, lovely boy, and that is Alex C in year 5. I can't remember which class you're in, Alex, but we know you're in year 5. And you've been absolutely fabulous. I think you're B, but I'm not sure. I think you might be Mrs. Lang's class. I'm trying to think which row you come down, but you're in year 5. Alex C, you know who you are. There can't be too many Alex C's in year 5, or can there? Right, you're our heads pick this week. Okay, pen licenses go to 5CQ, Emily F, Lily M, Lily R, Kian S. We've got 5HM, Baha Rose, Emily P, Maisie B, Lucy H, Nazir, another certificate for you as well. And another announcement is that recently there was an Alice in Wonderland School Meals Day where children entered some competitions. And one of our children has won a £15 Amazon gift card from the catering service. And that person is from year 5, and it is... No, I didn't just freeze. I just did a deliberate pause, and that was Georgia M in year 5. Well done, Georgia M. I think you're in CQ, I think. Can't remember. But well done to you. You have won £15 Amazon gift card, which will be delivered, I think, sometime next week. So we'll look forward to giving that to you. So great. Well done. And that's through lots of schools in Sunderland as well. So well done to you. Right. A quick song to finish off. Quite appropriate, really, this week. It's one of our old favourites, Magic Penny. Goes like this. Love is something if you give it away, give it away, give it away. Love is something if you give it away, you end up having more. It's just like a magic penny, hold it tight and you won't have any. Lend it, spend it and you'll have so many, they'll roll all over the love is something if you give it away, give it away, give it away. Love is something if you give it away, you end up having more. Money's dandy and we like to use it. Love is better if you don't refuse it. It's a treasure and you'll never lose it unless you lock up your door. Love is something if you give it away, give it away, give it away. Love is something if you give it away, you end up having more. That's about it for this week, other than if anybody does have any birthdays or anything like that they want me to celebrate, send me a message. And it's a big birthday for a avid viewer of this assembly called Margaret, who is 70 today. So happy birthday to Margaret. I know she loves watching these assemblies and singing along to the songs. Happy birthday, Margaret. And goodbye. Have a good weekend. See you next week.